Order filled. 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 Order filled.
Back, y'all. Oh, I had a lot of stuff to do this morning, but luckily not much went on. Spy is flagging above this. We broke out of this resistance. Now it's turned to support, and it's holding. It's holding right now. It's flagging, but it's just I don't know. Something about it tells me it's not gonna work. So I'm just gonna. It still looks heavy to the downside. It looks like we can just it looks like we can just flush this. Let's just go straight down. Like I don't trust this one. I'll start liking it more once we get back above this high, and then we can look for an entry there. Q Q Q and then Q. Take all this off. So this morning I wasn't on live. You guys couldn't hear me, but I took a trade. It was light size. I didn't take it too heavy, but as you can see on AQ, we have a resistance right here. So on the hourly, see this rejection right here at 21,856 here, right? I was watching this area. We rejected this back in the end of May, and then we rejected it yesterday, right? And I was looking for a rejection here, not something too big, but just something I can catch, right? So what I did was I seen this on the 5 minutes when it got here. This one too, but this one was the main one. This candle here, I seen it. It came to it. It came. And a few minutes later, this same candle turned red. When this candle turned red, I got in. On my starters, right? I was looking just for a target back into a move back into 820, 21,820. Luckily, it came back up. It closed kind of strong, but I switched over to the 2 minute, and I liked it even more. So it was almost like the trade light from yesterday, but yeah, let me show you. So this is the resistance, right? This is during the time it turned red, right? And ended up closing back up here, right? This is the 2 minute, the 5 minute, it closed back up here. So in reality, the 2 minute, it closed weak. It showed weakness here. It showed weakness here. The next candle came back up. It tested the same resistance. I added more. Here. I kept a stop back above these highs while I rounded it back up to 865. 865. And then my target was here. So my position, my like average on the position was like 21,853 around that. And yeah, it rocked out, and I took a trim once we broke this structure. So you can see this structure right here. We kind of like boom, bounced off of it, came back, bounced off of it. Once we broke this structure, I took trim, and then when we got here, I took another trim. Oh, I trimmed all the way, and I got out. I should have went heavier. It was a great trade. It was pretty good. But that's pretty much it. Right now, we're just consolidating. I think this is what I think might happen. We either break here, flush, right? We break here. We break down below this structure. We come back down into I don't think we're doing nothing right now. But I think this is what I have more confidence in what it's gonna do. I think it's gonna break probably back at I say pre-market low. I mean market open right here. Here, come here, bounce, come back up, test this again, fail it, and we see lower. Second scenario, will be come back here, same, test it, come back up, break highs, come test this level. And at this level, we could do one or two things. Once we get up here, we can watch for a reject, what we just did here, or we can wait for a break and read. Once it breaks above, we can wait for the retest and go along. So we got a couple setups. We just have to wait to see what happens. But if it does come down here, we have nothing. Like I can't bounce it here because it's not really a demand. It's just the market open, right? If we go back below, we can't really still can't do nothing. Really still can't do nothing. So if we flush today, it's pretty much nothing we can do unless it's like some clear if on the way down we create some basis, like it starts consolidating and then we break back below, we can wait for that retest on those breakouts or the breakdowns. But yeah, let's see what happens. Gold is flushing. Oh shit. Oh look, we might have a good setup right here. Might have a good setup. Like we're gonna create a rising wedge here, but I don't know. I just don't know. We still have this trend line that's not connected. I have this trend line that's not connected. Okay, we got that right there, and then we got this one. Looks like we could bounce off of it. See, this gold is very tricky, bro. Gold is very tricky to trade. It's like, look, we got this trend line upward, right now. If we test this trend line, fail back down below, that's good. But this is what I think is gonna happen. I think it's gonna come back up, chop around, break back above, and come back to this resistance area, right? Come back up here. And you could take a short here now. If you see weakness, you could take a short. You'll just have to take profit back into this trend line. Or back into this 33.50, which is not a good trade because the most you can risk is once you do start seeing weakness, the most you can risk, I mean let's say we get weakness up here. We can keep our stops here, right? And our target would have to be back right here. So pretty much you're looking at it's a 2-to-1 trade. It's a good trade. I don't know. I don't know right now. We'll have to see how it looks when we get there. It's pretty much the only area I would like to take it is up here. I wouldn't want to take it at the bottom of it. But let's see. Look at that. NQ. What did I say we were gonna do? We're gonna break down below the structure. Go to this open. Let's see what happens here. This is market open. So if we break below, uh, we could continue seeing lower to this. We could continue seeing lower to here. Back into this 21,700 demand. You see as rejection, 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 and we finally broke above it. We could come back and test that. That's what I believe. Or we can just bounce from here and then go back up to highs. Exactly what I said. It's just tricky, bro. You can't really do that. You can't really bounce. You can't take this bounce here. You can't take this bounce here. Look at this candle. Look at what just happened. This fucking candle opened from 830, 21,830. It came way down to 21,770. That's what is that? What the fuck? That's a $65 flush. A weak candle. That's a $65 red candle. That's the biggest candle we had all day. On top of this one, we can't take a bounce here. We can't. Just like you wouldn't want to take a bounce if this came all the way up. You would want to take a bounce, reject there. You need to wait for confirmation on which direction you're planning to take. Because if you want to take longs, you want to wait for some type of strength forming around this area and then bounce it. And the same was this confirmed it for me here, and it was a scalp. It wasn't much. I held this trade for what? Let me see, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8 minutes. 8 minutes not bad, right? It was fast. It was fast in here. I wasn't looking for a big ass. I wasn't looking for this move to come back down. I was looking just for a move back into this structure. We can find structure, right, at the area where the last recent the recent or the last area where it would it V-shape that. So where direction change that, that's where you wanna that's where you find structure. Where the area changed that the like the strongest. So as you can see in this whole pre-market, right? Let's just say from eight to what we was at, right? Your structure is at the areas where you reject that the hardest. So it would be, I mean, where the areas where price started moving different. So it's basically like you just try to find like V shape reversals. So if the stock was going like this, comes down, well if it was going like this, coming down, right, and then it touches and then it comes right up and it's like a hard V type. Those are your structures. That piece right there, where it freaking bounces at, that structure. Those would be your targets. And when you're taking a reject or a bounce or even anything else, you use those as targets. And so that's what I used here in the pre-market. Since I was taking a reject up here at 21,870, right, 860. Since I was taking a reject here, my recent structure going downwards, right? Because you're shorting, you want to look for a target downward. This is pre-market. Look at this pre-market right here. This pre-market high. It came up, right, and look at that, boom! It just reversed. As soon as it got to this area, it reversed hard. That is your V shape. Let me draw it out for you guys. Right here, look at that, boom! See that? It came up, boom! Rejected hard. That's my first. That's my first one. That is the first or the most recent one. Not the first one, but the most recent one that happened. So you want to take profit into that area. And so that's what I did. So I waited for weakness. I waited for weakness to happen, which was confirmed on this candle, right? On this candle, it came back, retested it, if you get a retest, you can likely on a if you look for weakness on a key on a resistance area, or if you're looking for if you're bouncing on a demand area, if you get the weakness, you can get in on the weak candle, and if the next candle comes back on tested it test tested it test and it comes back up and test it, you can add to it, keep a stop above that that same candle that showed weakness, that candle high. And that's exactly what happened. I kept my stop above 21,865, right? The high of that candle was 21,863. I ran it up to 865. You can even run it up to 8,670. 870, I mean 21,870. This is a higher stop, but ideally you want to keep it your tight stop, your tights small and tight. And yeah, I rocked out and it went straight to my target. But yeah, let's see what's going on now. I think we're bouncing now. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, hey, let's see what happens. But it came down to the market open, bounces, and we consolidate here for a minute. The only areas I would be interested in is basically back up here again. Get back up here with show weakness, we can short it. If we get back above, we close strong. We can wait for the retest and wait and target this 10-1-930, which is that structure. There's another V shape. Here's another V shape right here. What the hell? Oh, right here. It came up. Boom, tested this area and reversed. Look at that. Boom. That's a V. You see this? This is a V. This one's too. V. This one too. V. Look at this one. V. There's so many like structures, but you want to keep in mind that the only ones that are really that really matter are the bigger time frames, right? Unless you're trading like the smaller time frames in intraday, then you still have to keep those bigger time frames structures up. But the small if you're trading the smaller time frame in intraday, then you'll look for the uh I guess like the 5 minute structures on the day. See the 5 minute structures up here, 5 minute structures right here. All right, hold on guys. Here goes gold. Gold is coming back. They reclaimed this trend line. Now we're back at the supply. Um, the only way I'm looking to trade this, and I'm taking this light because I don't like how this thing be treating me, but it's okay. If we see this, boom. Okay, well, if we come up to this top of this area, 33.62, we show weakness. I'll look to go short, but I'm gonna have to take immediate trims. I'm gonna have to take profit into this, back into this right here, 3353. I have to take trims back into that. So my risk will be what I said at the back above this candle. We can move it to this candle, but this candle is ideal since there's a structure point right here, right? And we have to take profit into this area right here. It's a 2-to-1 R trade. It's good. It's 62.53. It's about 10 points. You risk about 3 or 4, like 4 points. Risk like 4 points, and make 2 points. And that's if we don't just flush from here. I don't think we will, but if this doesn't happen, which I don't think is gonna happen by 11. We got 10 minutes left till 11 o'clock, so I don't think I'll take it. The spy's not doing much. NQ, back to NQ. Look at NQ. Look what happened. Look what did I say was gonna happen? We can rewatch the video too. This is all live, so I can't predict the market. It's just, I'm not trying to say I'm predicting it, but I'm just saying, like, this is a scenario that could happen, and this scenario happened. We after this rejection up here, we consolidated. I said if we break below this consolidation, if we break if we break below this consolidation, we'll either come back and test this this open, bounce off of it, and come back up to this high, and that's what we're doing right now. Okay. Well, I am green on the day. I'm up $100. I scalped a little bit of SPY, which is the future of SPY is ES. Trade the micro, so it's MBS. Got $100 on this account. I got a second account. I made 124 on that other account. Trading the same thing. It was the same thing. Just got in on 2 different accounts. Pretty much done though. If we come back up here and reject, it's probably gonna take a minute, and I'm not really trying to sit here and wait for it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and end the live. Be back on tomorrow, and hopefully, well, not tomorrow. I'll be back up here Monday. It's the weekend, right? Uh, I'm gonna go enjoy my weekend. I'm gonna go do something. Probably go out to eat tomorrow. Get out of town. Not get out of town, but well, I'm getting out of town because I stay in the country. I have to go to the city.